Hello there and good morning. Unbelievable. Last night the goings-on in the House of Commons proved how worthless the people who now openly pretend to represent us really are. First they went through the rigmarole on Monday of taking control of Parliament so that they could take charge of the Brexit process, and oh, didn't they make a great pomp and show of it. Then yesterday half of them turned up to debate the issues and put forward 8 proposals. During the debates they spent half the time, it seems, slapping each other on the back, saying how wonderful it was to see MPs working together to come to a consensus. Now as I continue, I want you to remember the result of the 2016 referendum. Then cometh the hour of decision. Our MPs voted no to all 8 proposals. They voted against a no-deal exit. They voted against Common Market 2.0. They voted no to a combined EEA and EFTA membership. They rejected a customs union with the EU. They struck out the Corbyn Labour Party plan for a really close relationship with the EU. They even refused to put an anti-no-deal Article 50 revocation scheme in place. The proposal for a second referendum was thrown out, and the idea of putting in place a series of agreements with the EU if no larger deal was arranged was also voted down. And on top of that, it looks very likely that should Theresa May drag the corpse of her hapless withdrawal agreement back into the Commons, it will be roundly rejected again, even though she has offered to resign if her MPs back it. After all their lecturing and pontificating, those MPs grandly putting forward their plans proved to me more divided than the people they have been pointing their fingers at all this time. But the public knows the truth. They know that the majority of our MPs are desperate to remain in the EU, but they can't demonstrate it publicly by voting that way. After all, what would their constituents think? And if I were a Eurocrat, I'd be shaking my head right now and raging against the decision of the EU 27 leaders last week to grant that accursed Article 50 extension. And it also demonstrates exactly why our Parliament was forced to offer the people a referendum in the first place. The basic problem, though, is that Parliament knows what the majority of the people want. But Parliament also knows that what politicians in Parliament itself really want is at odds with what the people want. So they use excuses to vote down what the people want, but are afraid to openly vote for what they themselves really want. I'll leave it to your imagination to work out how that voting would have gone if it had been done in secret, so they could all hide behind a collective decision while claiming, "Wasn't me, Gov." Then after our MPs exercised their parliamentary sovereignty and ended up failing in their self-appointed task of taking control of Brexit, they meekly handed over their sovereignty to Mrs May and voted through the government's unlawful Article 50 extension statutory instrument. But they were always going to do that, because every day they can force the UK to remain in the EU is another day of anti-Brexit plotting and intrigue. The statutory instrument was also debated by the Lords, but according to Hansard they suspended the sitting before coming to a decision, and I can't find any result of a vote in the upper house. Another interesting day. Anyway, please share and comment, and thank you for watching.